understood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. First carry for Najee Harris.
The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is!
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision... zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
The Steelers at 1-8 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson.
It's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Jackson from the shotgun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey! No!
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
They'll run with Dobbins.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Dobbins once more. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pickett now on 1st down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
That's good.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Completes it to Austin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Pickett back to throw.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Pickett right back to the air again. This one finds Austin out right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 15 now.
Pickett
being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the final seconds.